All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga. This a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara. Here go a class for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a crippling. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, sin and curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business. Disloyalties and death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like Van Pelt. But ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times and it's death do us part. So how you feel about this truth I done shown you? This ain't the like you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name. So you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing. Ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fucking raise it. I pity those watching life as it goes by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. The dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's all I don't. Either fold or salute, my nigga. Salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told him I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. Now I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she leave me, said she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood oath. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. This for my people. This for my people. Yeah, this for my people. For the white man, 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 for the white man. Painted by the Spanish, did a whole lot of damage. Shit was outlandish, bags got branded. Split up all the families, then shipped across the Atlantic. So many died from the famine. Threw the dead bodies overboard, sharks ate them like salmon. I know you can't stand it, I spit the truth, goddammit. Big business got managed, dig it double back. Came to pick up all the blacks. Whips beat up our back, we never got to relax. Pretend to set us free, but then you double back without a crack. The type of game that you play, hey, to keep it real, I ain't going for it. Beat it.
All right. Shalom Israel. Shalom Yahweh, Shalom Shabbat Kathah to all the brothers. Shalom Shamar Lathah, by Shalom Asai to all the sisters. Today is the ISUPK Sabbath service out of Arizona. Priest Officer 50 Razan holding it down today. And today we are going to be in Exodus, as you see the title, in verses 24, chapter 24, verse 6 to chapter 35 and verse 36 is what we're going to read into today. If you know, we've been doing for a while now, going through the Bible, right? We 49 verses every day. Started in Genesis, now we're in Exodus. We're going all the way to the book of Malachi, which is the last book of the Old Testament, right? We're going to be every day, every zone, every school is doing it the exact same broad, exact same page. So, but some brothers might hit on certain points more than others. Some might hit on a different point. So it's good to see those cyber services as well, so you can get a broader range of the topic. Get you some more notes that you might be missing, things like that. Today, like I said, today we're in Exodus. Today we're going to be getting into not much. I don't know how much I can really get into it. Right, today is the building, right, the construction of the Ark of the Covenant. Right? We see Moses go to the Most High, and then it's going to be explained in exhaustive. God, I cannot talk. In exhaustive. And then we explain in very, very fine detail, the building and the materials that the Ark of the Covenant is made out of. All right, that's going to be today's class. We'll get into these things that we're going to find today. So we're going to get started. As you know, we all started with the prayers. So mind you, Mr. Stand upon your hakadam, Mr. Turn and face the east. All right. So starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Avadnawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah. Break. All right, start over. Slap. Avadnawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwatha, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aishah, Baratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, the Thalanawa, the Kam, Kar, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawathinawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawathinawa, Walaa, Tabyanawa, Walasayawan, Abar, Awashaynawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Wa'ala, Wata Parath, Lawalanyum, Aman. All right. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, which we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. This is the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh, Baba Kasha, the Thalanaw, Hakak, Hakak Rapa'ah, Kar, Maka'ah, Wakar, Madawa, Hakak, Matahar, Hamatazariah, Hakak, Lakwayam, Amathiu, Hakak, Our Karwath, Hatama'ala, Nagar Shan, Bashim Yahweh, Dwada Aman. In English, Yahweh, your name Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. Your name Yahweh Shai, like you so be it. All right, bless Israel, right, in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Tanawa, Rosh Allah, Wahab Bayah, Saparyam, Barak, Bashim Yahweh, Duwada Aman. All right, in the English. Yahweh, your name Yahweh, bless us and Israel in the school. Your name Yahweh, thank you so be it. All right, Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya, Ahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Varatazah, Ayatan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shemaraka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Layashan, Shalmar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemaraka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hamash, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Rai, Yashamar, Athna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Babawa'aka, Ma'atha, Wa'ai, Iwalam. All right, in English. I lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, who made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Thou shalt preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Thou shalt preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. All right. Up next is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayu, all Dami Alaka, all Thakarash, all Tashakwat, all Kayahana, our Yebika, Yahma, Yawan, Ra'ash, our Aimaka, our Yamwa, Sawadah, Riata, Yaitazawa, our Tazapawanyaka, of Marwa, Lakawa, Wanakak Yadam, Magalia, Wala'ad, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, the Ba, the Katwa, Aryaka, Baryath, Yakarat, Ahaya, Arawam, Wayashama Aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wagan, Wagaryam, Gabar, Wayama1, Wayamalak, Palashath, Amyashabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawat, Aimam, Hayawa, Zarai, Labayim Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabin, Banakar, Yakashwan, it's like a Hoyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shaitamwa, Nada, Yatmawa, Ka'arab, Wakata'aba, Wakatabak, Wakatazar, Wana'ai, Kar, Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairosha, Lanawa, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Apanya Rakat, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakala Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Tharadatma, Masairaka, Mamasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Waibakashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Bahawa, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Abatka, Al-Yawan, Al-Kar, Ha-Rajazat. All right. This is Psalm 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let's cut them off from being a nation. In the name of Yasharallah, there be no more remembrance. They consulted together with one consent, they confederate against thee. Tabernacles of Edom, any Ishmaelites of Moab, Nagarenes, Dubal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. And so also joined with them, their hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, and the book of Kisan, which perished at Endor, and became a dung for the earth. But the numbers like Oreb, like Zeed, yea, or the princess of Sabbath, Nazamuna, who said, we take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth the wood, let the flames of the mountains on fire. To persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. For they face with shame, for they receive thy name, O Lord, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them put to shame and perish. That they may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right? The Psalms, just the blessings in Hebrew. Barak atah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Wa Ma'aka Allah. Wa Alahai. Matazabi'ah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapi. Ha Saranya. Hakwata Zayayi. Hakaya Yayi. Wa Akwati. Yahweh. Bashim Yahweh Shai. Wa Rahman. In English. Bless you, Yahweh. Yan Yahweh Shai. And Michael. And the angels. Commander General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. Name Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. Sorry, white shoving. You can turn to be seated. Right, give me 1 second. All right. So like you said, we are in the book of Exodus, right? The 24th chapter. All right. Shalom, sis. All right. So Exodus 24th chapter. We're going to get into it. As y'all know, you always read verses in the Hebrew first, then we're going to break it down to the English. So we're in the book of Exodus, chapter 24. We're starting at verse 6. As you know, backdrop, you know what I'm saying? Moses, he's come out of Israel, out of Egypt, right? He's going over some laws. And right now, you know what I'm saying? This is when Moses is going to go up to talk to the Most High. And he's going to receive the ark. You're going to see the covenant. All right, so let's get into it. So starting at verse 6, do 7 verses, right? All right, so Exodus chapter 6, chapter 24, verse 6. Here we go. Wayakwak, Masha, Katazaya, Hadam, Wayashan, Ba'agal, Ba'agabath, Wakazataya, Wakazakya, Hadam, Zerak, Al, Hamazabak, verse 7, Wayakwat, Sapar, Habaryath, Wayakora'a, Ba'azanya, Ha'im, Waya Amar, Wa, Ka, Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, Na'isha, Wanashamai, verse 8, Wayakwak, Masha, Ath, Hadam, Wayazarak, Al, Ha'ain, Waya Amar, Hana, Dam, Habarath, Ashar, Karath, Yahweh, Yahweh, Amakon, Al, Kar, Hadabaryum, Allah, verse 9. Waya all, Mashah, Wa Naran, Wa Aharan, Nadab, Nabat, Nadab, Waya Abba, Yath, Wa'a, Waya Shabayim, Mazakwan, Yashar Allah, Waya Ra'awa, Ath, Alaya, Yashar Allah, with the Koth, Regal Yawa, Kama'ai Shah, Labanath, Hasayap, Hasapyar, Hasapayar, and Waka'ai Tazam, Hasham Yam, Lata La Tahar, verse 11. Wa'al Atazah Ya Laya, Vanya, Yashrala, La'a, Shalak, Yadawa, Kazwa, Ath, Alahayim, Waya Akawa, Waya Shathwa, in verse 12. Waya Amar, Yahweh, Mashah, Ilah, Aliyah, Hahara, Wahaya, Sham, Wa'atana, Laka, Ath, Lakath, Ha'aban, Wahata Tawara, Wahama Tazawa, Ashar, Katabathia, Lahawa, Rathan. All right, that's the first 7 verses in the Hebrew. So we're going to read them, break it down in the English. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 6 in the English. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. This is when you do the burnt offering. This is the start of the covenant, right? Just the sprinkling of the blood. This is this is the locking in the covenant that we have with the Most High. All right, this where the promises start. All right, this is where our covenant between our God and us. This is where it begins. He took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people, and they said, all the Lord has said we will do and be obedient. All right, so this is agreeing to the covenant, right? This is very important because we have agreed to this, right? This is what this is the agreement that we made with us and the Most High, and we said that everything He says we will do. Let me look at one thing real quick. And we got to understand that this is very important. So let's see what Moses said. You know, said we obey, right? Because obedience is obedience. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of know where I'm going to go, right? This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. But so when we said and we agreed that we will obey the Most High, that everything that the Most High said that we will do, this is what we agreed to. We agreeing to. It's like you sign a contract, right, with any company, right, or with anything, right? You sign a contract, and that contract would be, if you follow the contract, you do this, this, and this. This is what you'll get out of the contract, right? But if you go against the contract, you break the contract, these are the consequences. So our breaking the consequences, us breaking the covenant with the Most High, has consequences to it, right? So the good thing, to the reward of keeping the covenant is we be put on high above all nations. Now, what's the consequence of breaking that covenant, right? Let's get into that. Verse 15, right? Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statute, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So now we signed this covenant, and now we are locked in to this covenant. All right, so that means that we have to obey these covenants. But if we already read where it says that if we obeyed and we kept and we did all of it, we'd be on high above all nations. But the reverse of that, if we break the covenant, we go against his law, statutes, commandments, then these curses will come upon us. You know what I'm saying? These curses are punishment. You have to take the spookism out of it, right? All the curses mean, the curses is the punishment. It's what it is. When you break the law, you get punished. When you break your contract with Verizon, you get punished. Verizon put a curse on you. Just that curse, you owe them X amount of dollars. If you don't pay this, they send you to collections, and they're going to hit your credit. Your credit rate is going to go down. It'll be hard for you to get loans and things like that, to get houses and all kind of things that you need to get credit for. That's what happens in America when you break the contracts. We signed this contract with the Most High. We said that we will do and obey. We did not. Furthermore, right? We get to Jeremiah. Okay. Now, mind you, this is kind of going in. Only come to this because it says that we broke this covenant. But this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 32. This is when this is where we're in right now. We have the new covenant with the Most High. All right. But not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers. We just start at verse 31. Behold, the days come, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Right? Because the old covenant was broken. How do I know it was broken? Most High says it. It's coming right up. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them out of the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. Right. So that's where we're at in Exodus, right? With the Exodus, we just came out of Egypt, took us by the hand, led us out, saved us from our oppression there, and gave us this covenant. And what did the Most High say we did? Which my covenant they break. We broke this covenant. Where we say right here in Exodus, the 24th chapter, in the 7th verse, when we say we will do it and be obedient, we were not obedient. We broke it. We broke the covenant. Right? And we agreed to it as a people. So we are all held. So we're all held under the covenant. We broke it. Because we broke it. You know what I'm saying? You got to face the punishments of breaking that covenant. All right? It's just that's how it is. You have to keep your you have to keep your word, and we did not keep our word with the Most High. We did not. That's it. It didn't even take long either. You know what I'm saying? No, Moses took like 40 days, and he wouldn't build, a golden bull. We wanted to go back to these false gods and idols. You know what I'm saying, just like that. If I could snap, I would snap my fingers right now and show you just like that, but I can't snap my fingers. But like that, the blink of an eye, we were ready to make an idol to a new god. We turn the Most High that quickly. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. Book of Exodus, chapter 24, verse 8. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. Right. So we blood sprinkled on the altar, blood sprinkled on the people. This is us locking it in, right? You know what I'm saying? Blood in, blood out. Is that what they say? You know what I'm saying? On the way out. And so you ain't got too many ways to go out. Probably not the best line to use, really. But we made a blood oath with the Most High. We did that. And so now we got to hold up our end of the bargain. We have failed at that. When it comes to school, we'll teach you how to uphold your end of the bargain, how to follow the laws, statutes, commandments the Most High gave us. That's what you be taught, right? Because this covenant was only given to us. Is why we're in the situation that we are in as a people. When we come out of that situation, is to obey the Most High. All right, continuing. Verse 9. Then went up Moses and Aaron and Nadab and Abihu and 70 of the elders of Israel. And they saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet, as it were paved, work of a sapphire stone, and it were the body of heaven in its clearness. Verse 11. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel, he laid not his hand. Also they saw God and did eat and drink. The Lord said unto Moses, Come with me up into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tables of stone, and a law, and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Right. So Moses went up with the elders to meet the Most High, but the Most High did not bring the rest of the elders up with them. So just to be clear, this is not really the Most High. The Most High has never set foot on this earth. You cannot look at the Most High and survive. All right. Even Moses only saw the glory of the Most High. He didn't even see him in his fullness. Even here. There's another time you see this places. This is the angel, the representation of the Lord. Right. This is what the Most High brought. He has read from the commandments, the covenant. Right? That's what the Ark of the Covenant is called that for a reason. But he's going to take him up. All right, he's going to be up there for 40 days and 40 nights. All right. The people will get rested, but we'll get to that in a little bit. Right. Most said Moses going to teach us his laws, and his commandments, and his statutes. Right. So that's why Moses is going up there to read these tablets, to learn them, and to teach it to us. That's what we're doing. We're teaching you the law, statute, commandments of the Most High. Verse 13. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up into the mount of God. And he said unto the elders, tarry ye here for us, until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. So Moses leads you like, hey, I'm going to go up to the mountain for a while and talk with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Chop it up with him. But don't worry, I got Aaron and Hur right here. Everything I got, probably to come up, talk to these two men right here. All right, they're going to be in charge while I'm gone. Verse 15. And Moses went up into the mount, and a cloud covered the mount. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai. And the cloud covered it for 6 days. On the seventh day, he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on the top of the mount in the eye of the children of Israel. Right, so all the children of Israel see on top of the mountain is just like this. It looks like fire. Right, you see clouds for 6 days. They see what it's like to be fire. You know what I'm saying? That's raising, that's shining upon the top of the mountain. Listen, this is how powerful, and I don't use the word majestic. You know what I'm saying? This is the glory of the Most High. This is like fire to your eyes. It's very bright. You know what I'm saying? It's like be indoors all day in Arizona and then go outside. See how bad your eyes hurt. Or see how bright that sun take you, especially bouncing off that concrete out here. Golly, you need some sunglasses to live in Arizona. It's a must. It's not quite like that, but that's like the closest I can get you to understand it, right? You ever been inside all day? You go outside, it's bright, sunny outside, and it's just that sunlight, what sunlight reflects off of the ground, it almost blinds you. Right, not only that, but now here in Arizona, it's very hot too. So it's going up in the hot. It's very bright. It's hot. It burns your eyes. Your eyes become dry quickly. And so it's kind of the closest I can get you to understand what they're seeing, right? And it's almost I'm not even doing it justice for real. That's the closest I can get you to understand about what they're looking up and what they're seeing in the clouds. And it's it's not it's none of that, but it's a terrifying sight. You know what I mean? First, Most High spoke, and it was like lightning and thunder and shaking of the earth, and the people grew scared. And they said, "No, we don't want to. Moses, you go talk to the Most High. We're gonna sit here and wait." You know what I'm saying? Because then the Most High is showing His glory. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I'm saying? You can't really behold it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Seeing the Most High face to face would like surely, you know what I'm saying, will unalive you. You know what I'm saying? Because you just spirit can't take it, the flesh can't take it. Even just seeing just a portion of His glory from down, they looking at the mountaintop was too much. All right, we're gonna keep going. Verse 18. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and got him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. Verse chapter 25 and verse 1. That was in verse 20 of verse 24. The Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering. Of every man that giveth it willingly with his heart, ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold, silver, and brass. And just about giving an offering. It's like what people say, if you're offering, you know what I'm saying, just the gift you give to the Most High. You know what I'm saying, as thanks to the Most, thanking the Most High, in a sense. Verse 3. It's like verse 4. In blue and purple and scarlet, in fine linen and goat's hair, and ram skin dyed red, and badger skin, and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and the breastplate. Let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them. Now, the sanctuary is not, you know what I'm saying, it's the Most High is not going to dwell there literally, you know what I'm saying? It's a figurative, right? Because Most High is not going to be there physically, but Most High is going to put, like he's putting a stamp on it. So to make a sanctuary, boom, this is where I'm going to be. Just so like he's always in the midst, right? So it's not a literal thing. Most High isn't literally in the sanctuary, all right? Just, you know what I'm saying? It's a metaphor, so to speak. It's figure of speech. Most High is saying he's amongst us because we now have the sanctuary that the Most High put his stamp on. Because it's made for him, you know what I'm saying? So let's continue. Verse 9. According to all that I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, in the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. So Bree was like, Lord went into exhaustive detail about the tabernacle, of how to make it. This too, we're going to detail about how to make this, and we're about to get into it. All right. Verse 10. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood, 2 cubits and a half will be the length thereof, in a cubit and half of the breadth thereof, in a cubit and a half the height thereof. So it's given the dimensions, right? So a cubit is about your things like to reach your forearms, about like this length, right? Somewhere like this, right? It might be from the shoulder to the fingertips. I'll get clarification on it, but I do know it's like about like the forearm length is the cubit. Talking about like 2 of these. So think about it, right? So I have like a 6-foot wingspan, pretty much, right? So pretty much is about to be the length of me, basically, half of me. It's giving you how long, it's giving you how tall, right? So you got length, you got your width, you got your length, you got your height, all right? That's going to give the width of it. Verse 11. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, within and without shalt thou overlay it, and thou shalt make upon it a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the four corners thereof. And two rings shall be in the one side of it, and two rings in the other side of it. And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood and overlay them with gold. Thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the side of the ark. The ark may be borne with them. Right, so now it's time. So now it's giving you the staves that they use to carry the ark. All right, it's going to put them in there. By this is how you're going to lift up the ark and carry this thing around. Now it's telling you to make it pure gold in the inside and the out and the corners. This is a very, very intricate design. Right off the bat. Design for this is crazy. Even for now, a design like this and what the Most High has wanted it to be made out of is, you know what I'm saying? This is just, let's talk about expensive. You know what I'm saying? This is going to cost you a few pretty pennies. You know what I mean? It's, you know what I'm saying? And remember, the Most High said pure gold. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the price of pure gold is these days. In fact, let's just see what is pure gold running for these days. So the current price for pure gold, right? This is per ounce is $3,000. It's $3,343. That's how much pure gold per ounce is costing. An ounce of pure gold is costing you, damn near $3,500 just for an ounce. It's not even a pound. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. To make 4 rings of gold, right? Do an overlay with gold. Listen, I can't even, without me getting very, very good measurements, the exact measurements for what the Ark Covenant would look like, the dimensions, what we would say today. You're looking at, let's see, man. Cause I'm curious now. I'm curious. So let's see how much just for the gold overlay, right? So let's see. What are the all right, so to put it in perspective, right? So you got about 3.5 feet long, 2.2 feet wide, another 2.25 feet high. The gold overlay. I'm not about to get into that, but let's just say it's costing you close to $1 million at least. That's just for the overlay. That's not even kind of the golden rings, the gold you got to put on the staffs. So this project is a very, very expensive project to make. You know what I'm saying, that the Most High has gave to us. That was stolen, but we'll get it. But we'll see the Ark Covenant where it's trying to have it back. Okay, let's go. Let's continue on. All right, verse 15. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark. They should not be taken from it. Once you put them in there. And thou shalt put into the ark the testimony of which I will give thee. So that's the tablets that the Most High gave to Moses. And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half and the breadth thereof. And thou shalt make 2 cherubims of gold, of beaten work shalt thou make them in the 2 ends of the mercy seat. I want to get a little bit more context what that I mean by the mercy seat. That's what the angel that's supposed to be on it sits on, right? But the angel's supposed to be 2 cherubims, right? Supposed to sit on. I think it's what that mercy seat is. Once again, this is made out of gold. This costing you a few $1 million to make this thing. All right, verse 19. It make 1 cherubim on the one end and the other cherubim on the other. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make the cherubims on the 2 ends thereof, and the cherubims shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another toward the mercy seat shall the faces of the cherubims be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above upon the ark, and in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I give you. Now I'm not. So mercy seat is supposed to be like it's supposed to represent a chair, gold chair on the ark, right on top of the lid of the ark, with the cherubim supposed to have their wings pointed towards it, faces looking right towards that mercy seat. Right, so I don't think I've ever seen a description or a picture showing the mercy seat before. So I think that's why I'm confused on it. Like I said, I'll get more information on it. But it sounds like there's supposed to be a golden seat set right there on the top of the lid. It's like that's on top of the lid, and then you make 2 golden cherubims, right? Both wings pointed like this, like you always see towards the seat. The faces also pointing, looking at each other, looking at the mercy seat. So mercy is supposed to be sitting in between the cherubims. And as far as I know, I don't think I've seen many designs. I don't think I've ever seen a design with something in between the cherubims. All right. And going into verse 22, if there will I meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubims which are upon the ark of the testimony of all things which I will give thee in commandment unto the children of Israel. Thou shalt also make a table of shittim wood, 2 cubits shall be the length thereof, and a cubit in the breadth thereof, and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, and make thereto a crown of gold around about. And thou shalt make unto it a border of an hand breadth round about. Thou shalt make a golden crown on the border thereof round about. Thou shalt make it 4 rings of gold, and put the rings in the 4 corners that are the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for places for the staves to bear the table. Y'all saw how intricate that sounded? listen, that's somebody that's more of an artisan who deal with these type of things can give you a better breakdown that I can give you about what that just said. Um, you know what I'm saying? If you can easily look by looking up Ark of the Covenant, it look pretty much what they show you is not what it really looks like, in my opinion. Uh, you have many pictures that you can find that you can look at for the Ark of the Covenant. I believe there's supposed to be some rings on the side of it, above it. Yeah, just look at just you know what I'm saying, Google some pictures, probably the closest we can get to what it may look like. Going over the stage, going over the actual Ark Covenant itself. You got 4 rings that are going to jut out. We're going to put the stage through those rings. We're going to have 4 feet on the bottom that round it. You know what I'm saying? Like little I got up here that show it. Little balls, like I said, some tables got like the little rounded balls on the end of it. So that's how they're going to look. Yeah, man, it's very intricate. You know what I'm saying? This design. He said, look, the Bible goes to this in very great detail. Some of it a little too great. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go. Okay, verse 20. Where was that? Thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, kind of on the belt. Okay, verse 25. Thou shalt make unto it a border of an hand breadth round about, and thou shalt make a gold crown to the border thereof round about. Thou shalt make it 4 rings of gold. Put the 4 rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for places of the stage to bear the table. Verse 48, and thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that the table may be borne with them. And thou shalt make the dishes thereof, and spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, to cover withal of pure gold shalt thou make them. And thou shalt set upon the table shewbread before me always. And thou shalt make a candlestick of pure gold, of beaten work shall the candlestick be made. His shaft and his branches, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers shall be the same. This is going to get to some other things too. These are all part of what came to for Ark of the Covenant. This is where we get our menorah, right? This is what essentially. I don't want to show that. But you see, like right here, the stem. These are the branches. All right. These are the bowls right at the top. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it. 3 branches of the candlestick out of one side, and the 3 branches of the candlestick to the other side. Just this how it's gonna look. Boom. So you got the stem, right? The main piece right here. Okay. We got 6 that comes to the side. If you see any other menorah, right, that has 9, they're wrong. The Bible is very clear what this is supposed to look like. 1, 2, 3 on one side, 1, 2, 3 on the other. It should only be 7, right? be three branches, 6 branches, right? 3 on each side. This is the only correct way a menorah should look. So anything other than this is wrong and it is not of the Lord. A few more verses. Okay, verse 33. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knot and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knot and a flower. So in the 6 branches that come out of the candlestick. And in the candlestick shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers. And there shall be a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, which are the 6 branches that proceed out of the candlesticks. I believe this is what they call the knops. I have to look that up and see exactly what that is. In fact, so let's just, I got y'all here. I'm saying, just look it up. These kind of the knops, you know what I'm saying? For what I gathered, so you're supposed to be the knops. These bulges right there on the candlestick. So I'll get better. I get some better. I guess I got some better understanding on that. I get sure to get some better understanding on what that is exactly. The flowers, how this should look. I kind of want to go and draw these out. So reading this, like you kind of picks up the artistic side. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm just curious to see if I can draw this out the way the Bible says. Let's finish this up. Just the last verse. Their knops and their branches to be the same, and it should be all one beaten work of pure gold. All right, so that is the 49 verses for today. Yeah, so that was very exhaustive, and very detailed work, description of the Ark of the Covenant, of the going into the menorah, the candlestick is sitting in front of me, the candlestick, right? And you know what I'm saying, it's as the Bible does, the Bible goes into details about how these buildings supposed to build, how they look. You know what I mean? Great detail. It is amazing. You know what I'm saying? You said it's pure gold. Like I said, today, pure gold for an ounce, runs at almost $3,500. You know what I'm saying? For an ounce of just for an ounce. You know what I'm saying? Of pure gold. You know what I'm saying? Just the length that you would need. That's a lot of math that I'm not trying to do. It's a lot of math. But just based on what we're reading, you know what I'm saying, it's going to cost you quite a few million. It's not even a pound. It's not even a full pound. You know what I'm saying? For this. For the price that's given. You know what I'm saying? Just how much is a pound of pure gold? So pure gold today will run you per pound $31,000. That's on the high end of what you can get, how much a pound of pure gold will run you. And this is the Ark of Covenant got to be, all the pure gold that it has got to be, just at least a few pounds, all that gold worked up. Very, very expensive, very delicate, very intricate work, right? That the Most High gave to us to build. And these artisans back there, our craftsmen, they built that thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was taken away, but the Ark of Covenant will return to us, at the end. We'll have it back again. But that's today's Sabbath service. Got much more. Like today was just reading all those details. Kind of going over them a little bit. But I'm not going to hold y'all much longer. So with that, we're going to in the service with our prayers. So Amiju, stand upon your hop and done. Let's turn and face the east. Finish out the prayers, starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Sabbath Shemaya, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemaya, Batamanawa, Lakam, Karl, Yuam, Wasalaknawa, Kawathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawathinawa, Wala'ah, Tabayanawa, Vanasayawan, Abar, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwat, Wa'alim, Wata Parath, Waiwalanyam, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. This is the Kak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Rabbi Kashai, Thamanawa, Akat, Rapa'ah, Kal, Makala'ah, Wakal Madawa, Akat Atahar, Awatazariah, Akat Lakwayam, Amathim, Akat, Awakarwath, Hatama Island, Lagar Shan, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Waraman. In English, Yahweh, name Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. Name Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. All right, bless Israel, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, in the Hebrew, like Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Benawa, Wayash Allah, Wahab Bayas Taparyam, Barak, Bashim Yahushai, Dwadaman. In English, Yahweh, name Yahushai, bless us in Israel, in the school. Name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahari, Ma'ayan, Daba'ah. Azaria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Warataza, Ayathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Ana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashan, Sharmar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Samarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamyaka, Yalmum, Hashimash, La'ad, Yakaka, Yarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makar Rai, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tasa Afka, Ba Wa'aka, Maita, Wa'ai, Irulam. In English, I will lift mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? Coming from Yahweh, whose made heaven and earth. He would not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, but the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in. From this time forth, even forevermore. All right, this is the Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Al Dam Yalakat, Al Thakarash, Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Al Yabika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Aimaka, Ya'ara Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Yaitazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Al Marwa, Lakawa, Wanakak Yidam, Regalia, Wala'a, Zakar, Shom Yasha'Allah, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Nakatwa, Aryaka, Barya, Rakarathwa, Ahaya, Adawan, Wayashima Aliyah, Mawa'aba, Bargaria, Gabar, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashath, Am Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawai, Ayman, Ayawa, Zarawai, Banyan Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamagi, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabim, Banakar, the Krashwan, Koyashwan, Nashamadwood, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Naman, La'adamwood, Shaithamwood, Nada, Yatbawa, Ka'arab, because of Abba, because of Bach. Because of Abba, because of Bach, because of Zah, Mana'ai, Ka, Messiah Kamwood, Ashar, Marwood, Narashah, Manawa, Af, Na'awath, Alahayim, Shayathamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Napanya Rakah, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakala Haba, Dalahat, Arayam, Khan, Thardatma, Masa'iraka, Wabasa, Wapathkan, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wakashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Waya Baharwa, Ida, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya Atha, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabatka, Yawan, Al-Kar, Ha-Ratazat. All right, Psalm 83. In the English, keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lit up the head. They taken captive counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let's cut them off from being a nation. The name of Yasha'Allah, there be no more in remembrance. For they consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. The Suez also joined with them. Their hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, the book of Kassan, which perished and endured. They became as dung for the earth. But the nobles like Oreb, like Zeed, yea, or the princes of Sabbath and of Zamunah, who said, let's take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flames of the mountains on fire. Persecute them with thy tempest, make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. Let me see thy name, O Lord. Let them be put there. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, this is the blessing in the Hebrew. Wakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Micah Allah, Wa Allahayim, Atazab Ya'ah, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapia, Ha Saranya, Aquatazar Yayim, Akal Yayim, Wa Wathim, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Wa Raman. In English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, name Yahweh Shai, thank you so be it. So, all right, Sheldon, we're trying to be seated, and that will conclude today's Sabbath service.